Guys, welcome back to DK versus Tongfu, game number 2. DK just won the first game really convincingly and it was a really quick game as well. I'll be joined again once more by Mr. Tiban Siva. How are you? Welcome back.
Well, I just got some food in me and feeling better than I was before, so looks like we have another interesting game for us to cast, and you know, what could be the final game of the G League series, Winter?
Slug has been ignored. Finally.
Oh man, like I'm quite. I think what Tongfu understands now is the hero was just not worth being picked up as the first pick. Like DK just proved how you can just, you know,
5-man.
basically counter it. Yeah, just 5-man early game with AoE and just counter it completely. Like the Pugna would wreck the Slark completely. Like I don't know how they could have done anything with the Slark against Pugna. I think the draft alone just kind of showed who won that last
Not to
game.
mention the Crapify would be really good to deal
Oh yeah,
with.
yeah,
Deal
exactly.
with the right clicks of the Slug as well. So we didn't really reach the point where
It's everything about the Pugna that just kind of
counters
the Slark. Yeah.
Tongfu's gonna go for Bristleback this time, Bristle Boss. Rubik plus Bristleback for their opening, and DK once again would be with the Visage and the Timbersaw. A lot of burst damage coming out from these two heroes. We actually stopped seeing this type of openings. This type of openings was really common 1 month ago, or 3 weeks ago, something like that. Before G League. Before G League started, you usually open with Visage and Timbersaw, but after Bristleback gets introduced into the pool, Timbersaw is like, the pick rate of Timbersaw is getting lower and lower, and all the teams are actually preferring to go for the Clockwork and Bristleback. And Timbersaw is actually back now. DK picking up in the 2 games, all in the first phase.
Yeah, it's like for DK, if the hero wasn't if the hero wasn't countered the game before, and if it's not broke, then why try to fix it? Kind of deal, you know? Like they absolutely wrecked with this hero last game, and obviously Ice, he really likes playing Timbersaw, and other teams may not pick it, but DK say nope. We still think this hero is absolutely insane, and we're just gonna take it.
Like I talked about the offlane heroes before. Timbersaw is like one of the offlane heroes where you have comeback mechanics. You can farm up later really quickly if you have a bad start. Not
you
like
get a lot of kills too.
Not like a Clockwork. Clockwork is like a team player. If you don't get a 1 versus 1 matchup, you get a 1 versus 3 matchup. You don't have a good start and you're not gonna farm anything later. Not much. Your items won't be like a Timbersaw. But Timbersaw on the other hand is gonna be, if you can have a good start, it will be even better. But if you don't have a good start, you can still come back later and be a force. Something like a semi-carry.
And he's so hard. He's so hard to deal with in the offlane, even with 3 heroes.
Depending on which 3 heroes, I would say.
Yeah, but like if you have to commit 3 heroes to one guy like a Timbersaw, already that's a win for your team, right? Because that means your mid lane isn't ganking, and your opponent supports are gonna be freed up. So
Shadow Demon and Visage. I am personally not a fan of the dual supports.
I'm not either. I am not either.
How are they supposed to set up a kill early on? Disruption? Grave Chill?
Well, the biggest thing is that they have no disables on DK's side. I think this is a Mirana game for DK. That's what I'm thinking with the setup that they have, right?
They have to pick a Mirana. At least something that has a stun to complement the Shadow Demon. And Tongfu, after seeing the Shadow Demon, they picked up the Lashrock of their own, having more disables, and Rubik and Lashrock plus Luna would be an awesome tri-lane to have for Tongfu. It's definitely a lane to kill the Timbersaw.
Right, and I feel like Tongfu, at the moment they can easily fight against DK. Like DK with no disables, this is quite problematic for them. It's really difficult to control fights without the disables. And DK is not the type of team that plays without disables either. Like we see other teams like Sigma and stuff like this who tend to make have heroes who can slow, who can target one hero and just take them out one by one. But I don't think DK is that type of team to do that, and this is not the kind of lineup that's suitable for that as well.
Yeah, I certainly feel that they need to go something along the lines of a Mirana, but if they pick up the Mirana, it feels like an aggressive tri-lane coming in. Shadow Demon, Visage, and
Yep.
Mirana. And Timbersaw
Yes,
1 versus 1 against Bristleback. They're gonna get their dream matchup again. 1v1. DK's favorite type of drop. I get Ice 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 1 versus 1 matchup. I get Mushi 1 versus 1 matchup. And the tri-lane would make sure the supports can't roam away. And if they win both the solo lanes and the tri-lane doesn't lose and it's a break-even type of tri-lane, DK already won the game after 10 minutes. Last hero could be something like a lane presence hero. Maybe a Quap. But if they go for a Quap again, we come back to the same question where there's only one stun. Mirana.
Oh yeah, but at least with the Quap, they have a higher chance of snowballing in the game. Like the amount of burst damage that DK will have, it's going to be good enough to do that. And during the mid game, probably Timbersaw will get a hex after Shivas, and eventually maybe Mushi will also get a hex. Actually, recently the more games I've seen with Queen of Pain, she doesn't go into the hex often anymore. It's more like the Orchid's build for the extra burst damage and the physical damage that she deals, and then like very defensive-ish items after that.
It's also cheaper than the Hex, that's why.
Oh, yeah,
Easier to
exactly.
build.
I'm a big fan.
A lot of small parts where you can build and make use of, instead of you compare it to a Hex where everything is
Much
so
more
expensive.
damage.
Yeah,
Much,
everything
much
is so
more damage.
expensive. So Tongfu is gonna complete their lineup with the Horn of Magnus, RP and power for the Bristleback and the Luna. This is just a very solid lineup. Team fight. There's a lot of team fight with the Eclipse and the Reverse Polarity. There's a tanker in their lineup, the Bristleback, and supports that can rotate around to kill. I would say the main weakness of them maybe is just not too much of a split pushing ability. Like Mirana and Timbersaw could split push really quickly.
Kunkka.
Stunner.
Alright.
Kunkka is a stunner.
Something they can set up with the Shadow Demon as well. Two heroes they can set up with the Shadow Demon, so making a bit more sense on taking the third pick Shadow Demon in this game.
So it'll be a solo mid Kunkka versus a Magnus. I would say the matchup is pretty even. Tri-lane, Shadow Demon, Visage, and Mirana against a Rubik, Lashrock, and Luna. I still think it's anyone's tri-lane. If they play, whoever plays it better could get the upper hand. Maybe a slight advantage towards DK's lineup because they have a Visage. Having a Visage in a 3 versus 3 matchup is always a lot stronger. Slightly.
Hey, did you change? Hold on, I need to just check out
Whoops.
something there.
I did change. I already changed. If you're talking about my overlay, or you're talking about something else, dude. Hey, Steven.
Yeah, 1 second.
Is it something on my end you need me to do?
No, okay, no, we're good. I just had to check something else. Sorry, I thought I changed something. Never mind. We're good. Nothing happened.
So
Alright,
this
so
this is game number 2 of Tongfu versus DK, and on the Radiant side, there's Kabu playing the Bristleback. Joe will be playing the Luna here. Mu will be on the Magnus. Shansheng will be supporting as the Lashrock. ZSMJ is actually heading all the way to top lane with the Rubik right now.
wow, look at this word. What? That does not see. Oh, it's because they're going aggressive tri lane. Alright. That's really interesting. It's so that the mid lane won't be ganked with that word, and there won't be a sentry taking it out as well. Alright, and here on DK, we have Mushi playing the Kunkka. Mamoya, MMY playing the Visage. Lanem playing Shadow Demon. Burning playing the Mirana, and Ice playing Timbersaw once again.
Try
And it looks like they won't just dodge
pronouncing.
it.
Try pronouncing his name. Xu Peixiang. Go. Go.
Why you gotta put me on the spot like that, dude? Why you gotta do that? I give up. Didn't even try. No, I'm just kidding. I forgot what it was even already.
许培祥.
Alright, I'm not doing that. Okay, so we have
We have a
Dodge.
tri-lane dodge and a
Tongfu.
sneaky support here.
Yeah, this could easily be a first blood for Timbersat. The Luna Aura is gonna provide a lot of damage as well here.
Once he sees the Luna, he has to expect the supports to be nearby.
And obviously he's gonna stand on the right hand side because that's where the support should come for vision. Maybe what they should have done is no. No. Looks like it's like every step that Ice takes forward, both of the supports are like, come on, one more step, we can get you. Just one more step.
Oh, maybe he's gonna do it. Oh no, he's not gonna do it.
But at the same time, we should watch Kabu as well because he's easily fraggable here with one disruption into arrows. So who is it? Who's gonna make the first step? Oh no! Tongfu revealed themselves here. I feel like that might have been a mistake, huh? And instant TP coming out from Mamaya to the top lane, and they're just gonna dual lane this. And Visage will just pull.
Visage is gonna just pull, like you said, and the dual lane at the bottom is still very, very dangerous for Bristleback to go into. They're actually going to rotate Lamb towards middle lane, maybe try and get the kill, and the ward is going to spot that rotation.
That's going to...
You know what? The courier is outside. Mushi can't take his bottle. Why is the courier so far out? Oh boy.
I'm not sure actually why the courier is all the way there. What did they bring? Nothing. It might have just been a misclick on the courier to go all the way there. Didn't see either.
Yeah, Mushi still has regen, but not having the bottles is still really annoying because Magnus has been spamming all the shockwaves on him.
My goodness. You know what's really funny right now, man? Like, I swear Tongfu have taken more damage in this tri-lane than Ice has so far. And MMY gonna come in with the haste just to apply some more pressure. And I don't know, I don't feel like this tri-lane is doing much right now. They really needed to get that first blood, I feel. And I've spoken about this Rubik Leshak combo before. I'm like, if you don't do anything with the setup that you have, like, you can fall behind really quickly. And Leshak can easily become a 300 gold creep in this game.
And Shadow Demon is applying so much pressure by having just one hero at bottom, so the Visage Mima is relieving some pressure on the top lane by constantly pulling creeps. All in all, I think it's really favorable for DK at the moment after making the rotation of the Visage towards top lane.
They are getting more XP as well on their heroes, I believe.
Yeah, the XP graphs tells you so. It's gonna be whether if they get a pick off with the Rubik and Leshak. It's just going to come down to that.
It's gonna come down to who's gonna be getting the kill first. Is it gonna be the bottom lane with the Shadow Demon Mirana, or is it gonna be the mid lane? Lanam TPing in, smoking up. It looks like he wants to get a kill with the Kunkka, but the Kunkka is not level 6
and look at this. Look at this, oh boy.
Oh, Lanam.
Disruption.
Torrent? Where's the torrent?
Where's the torrent?
Oh,
Why?
X first. Oh, my
Oops,
goodness,
that could be very
here?
crucial.
Where are they gonna go on now?
Oh, it's gonna get lifted.
Take out Lanam.
Kabu's gonna rotate in as well. That was just really, really weird for not casting the torrent there.
Yeah,
Why?
it looks like he wanted to X the Skewer and then torrent him right after that, right? But mistiming the torrent as well after the X because he didn't cast it off immediately. Like, the X was on the corner of the map, so it was really hard to see if it came off or not, but he should have trusted himself.
Mamaya gonna go down there, getting picked up by the rotation from Samsung and Mu. Very good rotation to give Joe some help there. Gonna get a kill, so 2-0 right now for Tongfu. Looking really good after the shaky start they had.
Yeah, and that's 2 really big kills.
Mushi
Like we said.
meanwhile is gonna reach his level 6, so it's still manageable, the lead that Tongfu has right now. I feel like
Oh, is he gonna get a disruption off here? Oh, okay. It looked like he almost got it off, but no vision on Kabu.
yeah, Burning is actually still really rich. He's gonna be
Oh yeah, the
he's
face
gonna
moves
be
so
the driving force of the DK team DK right now. He's the one having the most farm and the most levels, so they'll be looking towards him to try and create some space here for his team. Starstorm gonna be dropped on Kabu here, taking away some of his hit points. Shadow Demon is still waiting and
They
waiting.
can dive this. He
Yeah,
pushed
they
it
can.
today so they can try and dive, but Burning actually doesn't have too much
Mana.
mana or not. Just enough for a combo with the magic
He
wand.
has 5 stick charges, so middle lane
Just
as well. Oh, the speed up not gonna land. Disruption gonna come out from Lamb. No torrent to follow. Bottom lane,
Yeah,
Kabu's going really low there by Burning, taking a lot of harassment, but still not gonna be able to kill him. Joe is gonna get drive out the top lane since they saw the Rubik and Lashrock middle. They're gonna smoke up right now. Gonna try and maybe rotate in to catch the Visage from the jungle.
I think the word may have caught that, right?
Or this ward? Maybe not, because it was a bit to the left. I don't think they saw it. They're gonna come in
Okay.
here from the side. RP is gonna be online as well. They just need a lift here on the Visage. Mamaya is gonna go down here. Do they have sentries? Nope, no sentries. Wow, Isis has just...
All the disables already used up, so it's just gonna.
They actually had RP. I wouldn't say all the disables were used.
Yeah, but without any reveal, it's gonna be a little difficult, right, to kill him.
Yeah, true. Without the reveal. So, gonna be another pick off by Tongfu. 3-0 right now. They lead. If you look at the CS scores, Burning has the highest right now at 43. Luna is second. Mushi is third, and Mu is at number 4. It's still going okay for DK, even though they are behind by 3.
Pause. Color. I'm waiting. No. Okay. So yeah, this tower bottom lane, it's really low, and I think this is gonna be really key for DK to take. Like right now, I think they're falling behind in XP. Yeah. Oh no, they're actually ahead in XP.
Yeah,
But, like,
because of
3
the lanes.
kills.
The dual lanes gave them more XP.
Yeah, and Burning's farm is keeping them in the gold as well. Like with 3-0, like you would think that Tongfu is in the lead, but it's actually a 0 difference. So yeah, taking this tower could be the turning point for DK to start their snowball
Yeah,
effect.
Shadow Demon is waiting here in the wings.
Wow.
Trying.
Joe
Oh
almost.
no. Mushi
falling
gonna
on
get
top
RP
lane.
on top. Mushi's gonna go down here.
Oh, that's such a big kill. You know, they were trying to kill Joe here, and look how much health
Oh,
he
Kabu
managed to survive.
gonna get disrupted. Soul catcher up. Arrow. Oh, arrow! Whoa, I actually thought the arrow was gonna miss. That was so close.
That's a really big kill, because now with that, they're going to be able to take a tower, and Shadow Demon got some much needed levels there as well. Burning, he's getting really geared at this point.
Do you feel like it's a Midas game since he is so rich right now?
I think I'll leave that to Burning. But it's really hard to say, because if you get a minus now, there's a high chance that since you're the hero who has the most farm on the map, and you're the hero who might need to keep DK in the game, that to continue farming won't be the right choice. But at the same time, in the next few minutes, DK can easily get a few kills with the lineup that they have. Like Shadow Demon, Kunkka, or Timbersaw can get net something for them, then the minus would be paying off heavily. So I think this is one of those games where it's really difficult to say whether the minus is the right choice or not.
Mushi's gonna teleport in as well. It's gonna be trying to make something happen here at bottom lane, but I think the illusion actually saw the TP.
No. I don't think so. It was sitting on the side, and he just walked right to the Shadow Demon without being envisioned.
Oh, Joe.
They ping out someone. Oh boy. Oh
Joe.
boy. They have the X. They have the X and the bow combo here. They're gonna be able to get the Luna.
X mark, bolt, torrent, arrow gonna follow as well.
Ooh, it's gonna miss. The
He
arrow's
actually
gonna
did-
miss. But
He's still gonna go down.
yeah, he gets Starstorm, but he's gonna get screwed into the tower, and I don't think that's worth it. To be fair,
Why?
because
Why? What
I
happened
think
there?
the arrow, like the arrow, just missed. It just wasn't on point. If he got the arrow off, he might have not needed to go in for the Starstorm, and
Mhm.
the Luna would have died. But yeah, I think the Mirana in this scenario is worth more than the Luna because she just more farm, and that gave Leshak and Magnus a lot of XP, and obviously Moo's really close to a dagger now.
He's only 200 and actually 300 away from the dagger. 10-minute rune gonna spawn on top. Mushi's gonna pick up a double regen rune here. Maybe they're gonna try and pick off the bristleback on the top lane. He's gonna get surrounded by MMY as well. Wow, he actually almost took out Ice. If he was able to take down Ice, that would have been a lot, very worth it, even though he had to die. ZSMJ gonna get Torrent here. Very useful spell for him to chain the Rubik, live into the Torrent. A lot of disable time. Moonlight Shadow gonna be casted. Bottom lane, they're gonna go into Joe.
This is gonna be a big kill if they can get it, but
they need to hit the arrow. Soul Catcher, arrow.
EP is coming on from the bristleback, but that's not gonna do anything. And Joe will just fall here. But you know what? Winter, I think the key player right now for Tongfu's side is gonna be Moo, who's gonna RP Wishy, and an easy 1-2 combo coming out from ZSMJ and Sansheng as well, just gonna burst him. And there goes Wishy. And I was gonna say earlier that the key player for Tongfu right now is not even the Luna, it's gonna be the Magnus. He has Blink Dagger and they can just use RP for every kill, like just one kill the entire game, and eventually the Luna should catch up from that because of the amount of space that they will be able to create. And the Empower is gonna also help the Luna, I think, farm up quickly too.
Yeah, Empower and the new glyphs is gonna just make all the ancient camps die so quickly. And middle lane, DK are gonna group up here, probably want to challenge the tier 1 right now. They're gonna be having much more momentum since they were able to pick off the Luna twice in a row, so Joe is not gonna be happy about that. Burning, he actually didn't buy anything yet. Maybe going to get a drum after the Aquila, maybe not the drum. Something ultimate orb? Yasha?
I don't know right now. And
they're gonna miss the skewer there. Moo tried to blink and skewer Mushi back, but didn't get the skewer on Mushi.
What do you think about Ice just sitting on top lane the entire time, pushing that lane and farming away?
I think it's alright because like DK don't really need to rush things.
Bottom lane. It looks like burning. Might be falling.
Oh, the dust.
The dust. There it is. This is big kill if they can get it. One lucid beam and there it is. That's exactly what Joe needed. You know, burning. Try to go for the
kill.
The cool solo kill, but not gonna pan out in his favor.
Ice even got a perseverance to just stand in the lane and keep farming. He doesn't have any intentions to fight right now. Usually if he's always fighting, he gets a urn on the Timber Saw and he goes for that point booster, so it's really effective for him to go and fight.
Oh, Moo's looking for the RP, the solo RP right now. And Mushi is having such a rough time right now. Oh, here it is. Oh, steps forward, steps back.
He's gonna smoke.
Looks like they're just gonna back off and smoke up inside. Yeah, they know that Mushi knows something is up, and they're just gonna go gank another lane. And if they kill this Timber Saw here, the guy who's been free farming the safe lane, this could be quite the problem for DK. I think like this Blade Dagger, man, it's gonna hurt. At least Lana should be able to put the Timber Saw.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna disrupt him. Oh no, he's gonna get skewered.
Not in range, man. Just the death.
Range. Not in range indeed. Lamb was nowhere near that.
Oh yeah, man, this game is getting way out of hand for DK. I think, like, even though you see the goal graph is in 2k lead for DK, but that's just the Mirana and the Timber Saw coming away, and Tongfu, they're getting all the kills, and DK can't find anything. Like, the longer this game goes, Tongfu's gonna pick that up. Like, the goal graph is gonna start building into their favor. And what's this courier doing on the thing? Okay, alright, there we go. Like, this Magnus, man, I don't know how they're gonna deal with this Magnus RP. Unless he screws up somehow, or some fight where they just take something they shouldn't. I'm not sure how DK can just counter it. What do you think? I've seen this movie so many times before, so.
Yeah, I'm with you. Mid game and late game, the Tongfu lineup is gonna be for sure stronger than DK's lineup. DK needs to get advantage like during the 15 to 25 minute mark or even from the early game, and they are now behind, so it's gonna be up to them to set the pace. If they let Tongfu just free farm their Bristleback, free farm the Magnus and the Luna, they are not gonna have an easy time in the mid to late game situation.
Like the Luna is taking a lot of pressure right now, and obviously she's died twice already, but like she's gonna be able to catch up. Like that's just type of Luna the hero Luna is in this game, because DK don't have like a really hard carry.
Kabu
And
gonna
here
get
it
perched
is.
up. Oh
Timbersaw
no.
gonna die up.
Timbersaw actually timber chaining into his death there. Magnus gonna
Oh,
blink
boy.
and skewer him back. 2 deaths there
Yeah.
for DK. This is getting
And
out
that's
of
gonna
hand.
be a tower as well.
This is
That's gonna be a
getting really
tower.
out of hand. I don't think they can defend this tower without the boat. It's gonna come off cooldown in 45 seconds. Kabu is actually gonna TP towards bottom lane to farm up the creeps there, and Burning teleported back to base. Maybe they want to fight here. They just want to fight. Timbersaw's gonna be out in 5 seconds. Oh, this could be bad for Tongfu if they get catch up. But disruption on the Shadow Demon, fearing for his life there. Well, the split up actually didn't land. Could have gotten the kill on the Shadow Demon if they landed the split up there. Sentry wards.
That's been unfortunate.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Sentry wards they're gonna take
At
out the
least
lane ward.
DK managed to defend the tower, slow down Tongfu's snowball right now. And but you know, Mu still has RP, man. Still has RP. This is like Mu. This is a field day for Mu right now. He just controls the entire game at this moment. Wherever he goes, there's death for DK. Is the way I see it. But Burning, he looks like he wants to stay for this fight.
Mushi
They're
is
just
all the
gonna
way
back up.
bottom. Mushi doesn't want to fight now.
This
Just
is a
wants
good idea for. I think it's a good idea for Tongfu to just back up and push out lane side. Keep letting the Luna farm up. Like get her BKB.
They just bought a smoke. Where is it? Maybe they want to use the smoke and rotate. Is it in the
Who,
courier?
DK? DK or Tongfu? DK's is on the Lashak now. I mean the side, not Visage now. And he actually has a mech on the Visage. He managed to farm up some items.
That's a very big item for them because like Tongfu doesn't have that mech.
Yeah, he's pretty close, so. But Mushi, man, he's really underfarmed. Not doing too well at the moment.
I feel like
Looks like
maybe
a smoke
maybe
up.
they should try to take a fight now for
What do you think
DK.
of the smoke right now? They're gonna meet each other right here. And
Oh no, they're gonna
RP
get
on the
RP up.
heroes. Oh,
Oh my
man.
god.
Talk about Mu's game over here, and the dust coming off onto the Timbersaw, and Luna Eclipse going on to Mushi. The bolt gonna tank up some, but
Oh, the Fate Bolt's
not gonna
gonna finish him off as well.
yeah.
Ice's Ice could be in trouble here if they want to continue to pursue him. He's gonna Timber Chain out. ZSMJ is gonna come by the side with the Invis rune. They might be able to get him, but there's a Sentry ward here. If ZSMJ runs past this area, he could be the one that goes down. Oh boy, they see him. They see him right now.
Oh, is Bernie gonna throw an arrow? Arrow? Oh, there it is. Actually, the Timbersaw alone just bursted him down, but unfortunate that there was a sentry there for CSMJ. And that's gonna stop their tower push, but even then, that's 3 kills they got. Huge victory coming for Tongfu.
Yeah, the man of the moment, Tongfu Mu, the Magnus, totally controlling the game, setting the pace wherever he goes. So has been really playing really well for the first 18 minutes.
Yeah, I really don't know how they're gonna be able to handle these team fights like the longer it goes. The only way I see it is like Bernie gets really farmed and he doesn't get RP'd, and then he starts dealing like a lot of damage in the back or something. But right now he's looking to finish up his Desolator, and he'll have it right now. So a good item to try and snowball with, I would say. Deals a lot of damage, and if he can do that, then I think that's DK's best shot at this game. Still on Burning's back here.
The thing is, like, if he gets RP and he dies,
Oh yeah, he has 900 health. He will die
he's
in one
just gonna
hour.
die so quickly with this
Uh-huh.
item build.
He just needs to like I said, it's a lot to do for a carry, but it looks like they're just gonna go for a Roshan. This is a good choice as well. With the as soon as they pick up the Desolator, go Rosh. They're not Medallion, but the Deso will do for them.
Yeah, the Desolator will
Tongfu gonna take a tower instead.
would be enough, and Tongfu doesn't have any idea what's going on. What they see right now is Lamb pushing out the middle lane, and they just saw Timbersaw at bottom lane, and he just went missing. So maybe they're not suspecting anything. They're just trying to push up the top lane, and they're gonna know that Roshan is gonna go down just about now. Tongfu gets a tier 1 in return, but DK is gonna be coming towards the middle lane, trying to secure an advantage with their Aegis. They're gonna TP all their heroes in here. Kabu gonna be the first one, right? Going to be the first one down with the mech. X mark.
Oh wow,
Mu
the
gets
arrow
X
not
mark.
hitting.
The boat is not gonna
hit.
connect. Oh
Already.
boy,
He's the one that's RP'd, and there goes the Aegis.
he doesn't have skewer though. Mu seems to be in a lot of trouble here. Gonna go down to that soul assumption as well.
This could be a-
Kabu gonna be chasing MMY. Eclipse comes up from Zoe here. Takes down one hero. Takes down the Timbersaw. MMY. Do they have sentries? Do they see him?
Oh, the quills. Oh, now they see him. He's just gonna get zapped.
Yeah, he's
Walked
gonna get
right
finished off the Fate boat.
And you know what? I'd
DK
say that's
lost.
still a win for Tongfu.
DK lost. They lost the Aegis and they lost the Timbersaw and Visage. 3 heroes.
Exactly. Like, it makes sense that they traded RP for. Sorry, they traded Aegis for RP. That was a good trade for DK if they won the team fight. But then the Eclipse came out, and that just did a number on Ice, even though he's really tanky. And that was it.
Oh, disruption.
Very
Arrow.
good trades. Well, once again.
Kabu's gonna get hit by the arrow, disruption arrow, and the boat torrent as well. Going to go down so quickly. That was really bad
A little
for
too
him.
much. Yeah, a little. I think that was a bit over extension coming from Tongfu. They already used all their spells, and they only had 3 heroes, and they got a bit greedy for the tower, I believe.
Oh, Kabu tried to skewer there.
Burning though, he's taking a lot of damage, and
X
he's
mark,
does
torrent.
not-
ZSMJ is gonna go down here. Finish off it by that soul assumption.
Nice play coming from DK there. That was a really good combo. It's a lot like the Pudge Kuka combo. Have you seen that before by IG?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
That was the
it was
Pudge on the
nuts.
off lane, right? Pudge off lane.
Yeah. Where they would do the X combo, and then he will hook where the hero will go back to the X after the torrent. And in this game, they're doing it with the Marana instead. Lots of burst damage.
Oh, they see Mushi here. Mushi's gonna run in with the haste rune. They still have their
Gonna
RP
get
up.
off an X. He can get an X mode combo off right now.
Oh no,
And
Timbersaw
Joe's the
just
one-
misses.
he's gonna
Miss all
make
his
it-
combination. Kabu's gonna get arrow up as well. Oh, RP gonna drop on
big
2 heroes
jump.
here. Gonna get skewered back. Burning's gonna go down. The boat is gonna come in, but a bit too late to save Burning. Burning already went down. Burning actually bought out for this fight. He's gonna come back in a moment's notice. MMY gonna get chased. Kabu's gonna go down, it seems. To that
He
one.
is X up.
Oh, he actually
can-
survived the right click. Ice is gonna get lifted by ZSMJ. He's gonna try to get another kill here, but so far 3 heroes on Tongfu down, and DK lost 2 heroes, Burning and the Shadow Demon. Burning bought out, so it's still a victory for DK after everything.
It is. The buyback really paid off because they were able to pick off the Luna in there, and the Luna's Eclipse was barely coming off cooldown, and he was not able to.
They were supposed to get one more kill. Like Burning didn't want to chase the Bristol back because he thought like one right click would have finished him, and he didn't die to the last right click.
Oh yeah, that's gonna prove to be a big deal too. It's a level 12 Bristol back.
They almost won the fight by a huge margin if Bristleback went down. That was how close it was.
You know, the other reason why I say the Golgraph like it doesn't mean too much in this game is because like Mag RP,
Mhm.
it's basically priceless, and also the Empower, like he's level 11 right now, but once he gets to level 14, that Empower provides so much for the Bristleback and the Luna. And Luna's farming speed is gonna increase as well with that, and looks like Ice is just gonna deal some damage to Kabu here and just back off. He's got 10 charges on his Bloodstone, not so bad. Looks like he's gonna look to snowball. Like if he dies, he's gonna have a really short timer.
I'm thinking, what is he going to go next? Like BKB,
smoke
if
egg.
a BKB would be like maybe a very good option here to dodge all those spell damage that Tongfu has. The Tongfu lineup has. He's gonna get He's gonna get lifted here by Rubik. Rubik's gonna lift him up. They need to chain up the split up as well. Moo's gonna skewer him. Finishes the job with the chakram.
12-second timer on the Timber, so he's gonna be alive already.
Yeah, he is gonna be alive really soon. And
but that's a loss because of the.
that shows that situation. That shows that he really needs a BKB. Too much disable on the Tongfu lineup. Observer what gonna be placed here by the Shadow Demon. Scouts a lot of information for DK here. They know that 2 heroes are at bottom lane, so they're gonna be looking to back off. Maybe try to get the farm. Try to get farm on all their lanes, the middle lane and the top lane. Push the lanes out before they try and engage into Tongfu. Gem is gonna be on the Visage as well. Very valuable pickup by him. Item progression wise, nothing too big. Bloodstone on Timbersaw, Desolator on Burning, Mech on the Visage and Arcane Boots as well. Lamb has a Force Staff and Urn. Mushi's gonna build into the Shadow Blade pretty soon. Phase Boots and Drums. Mu has Dagger, Arcane Boots. ZSMJ has Force Staff, Arcane Boots, and Mech on Kabu, Ogre Club on Kabu. Sansheng has nothing but Urn, and Zoe has a BKB and going into a Yasha very soon.
This game, I think the supports are pretty farmed on both sides. Obviously, Leshak isn't. Probably would like a bit more than this, but I think he's doing decent for himself. He's been in the right fights, the right time, and landing his spells point on, even though he doesn't have too much farm.
He is actually really poor, but he doesn't need too much farm at the moment. They just need to make sure that the Bristleback, the Magnus, and the Luna has their items up, and BKB is going to be purchased on the Magnus very soon, and that allows him to be confident when he initiates with the BKB. He doesn't have to worry about any Mirana arrow or a torrent that hits him if he tries to blink in. So that BKB would make sure that all the Magnus ultimates would be on point. It's a safety item.
And this game is this is such a good game for ZSNJ here. Like, he has so many nice spells to steal, and he's just been getting a lot of kills as well. So he just bought himself a gem. They're gonna look to try and counter ward whatever vision DK has here. But look at DK's wards. They're really sneaky, really difficult to find. I don't think they're gonna be some easy wards for ZSNJ to counter.
Yeah.
At the moment.
It's gonna take them some time before they realize.
Mushi. Gonna find Sansheng. X'd up. Oh, combo. Uh-oh.
He's gonna go down for sure. Soul Assumption as well. Gonna get finished off by the Purge.
They're not gonna TP in for that, the lowest net worth Leshak here. But if DK, they're gonna look to try and do damage to this tower or not? Not so sure. Cause like a smoke gank just to get a kill on Leshak is obviously not worth it for them. They do take over the jungle, but still.
Yeah, Ice actually built into a Boots of Travel, so he'll be doing a lot of farming with that item purchased up on him. He's gonna be just focusing on getting the lanes push out, making sure that the creeps are always near Tongfu's towers, and the Boots of Travel would allow him to get into the fights by TPing into the familiars anytime. BKB gonna be completed now, so Moo's gonna have a good time finding those initiations with the BKB. Doesn't have to worry about anything. There's a haste rune at bottom. Could be a good rune for the Mirana. No, this is the point where you just wish you have a bottle on the carry.
Yeah. He did have a bottle though, burning. I think he ended up selling it. Yeah, he ended up selling that bottle.
Mushi's gonna pick up the haste rune, and Roshan is gonna spawn in 1.5 minutes around there. Burning is gonna get spotted out by this ward retreating, so Tongfu knows that Burning is around here. Maybe if he tries to farm the creeps, he's gonna pay with his life. If he tries to go down,
they see him. They see him though.
They need to force stuff into a lift. Force stuff the Rubik in with the telekinesis and followed by a split off. That's gonna kill Burning instantly.
So net worth still Mirana and Timbersaw, the top 2 leaders of.
They just have much more control of the map right now with the Boots of Travel and Ice, so they are able to abuse and push out the lanes better with the blood zone.
Looks like there could be a fight happening right now, but no, Joe just gonna TP away. And you know what I said about this Luna, being able to catch up. She's going to surpass this. She's gonna surpass the Luna. I mean, sorry, the Mirana really soon. This Empower really helping her push out the lanes quick.
Mushi's gonna X mark. Boat as well. Boat gonna come out. Wow.
Boy.
He's gonna get lifted with the dust as well. ZSMG actually stole the boat. Mushi's in a lot of trouble
really
here.
They don't have the
Mushi's
Luna, so
dead.
they're just gonna take this kill and run away, and that's a big victory coming for Tongfu.
Wow, that was
Not only did they,
that was a miscommunication, T-Ben. Why was he even trying to initiate when his team was so far behind?
you know what it is? It's because the Timbersaw has bots and the Luna TP to top lane, so they thought no matter what, if he throws out the boat, he's not gonna die so quick, and the team will be able to get to him. But he really miscalculated the amount he was able to take with that scenario. Obviously, he had haste too, right? So he's like, "Oh, I'm invincible."
Your haste is not a slug ultimate, not a shadow dance.
Exactly.
They're gonna TP Kabu towards the top lane to try and hold Ice lane here, but Kabu's gonna
Much
take
damage.
a lot of damage there from the
Looking forward,
Timbersaw.
so. And that's gonna be a tower for the Luna. The Luna only 500 gold away from surpassing Burning.
Yeah, he has really catch up on the past few minutes with that Empower farming.
He has caught up rather nicely. Is he gonna finish the Manta here? That is the question. Yeah, he does. He finishes the Manta. Fair enough. Easier, I mean, a bit more difficult for Burning to kill off the Luna with the Manta now. But dire advantage, going to take the Roshan. I mean, at least DK have that going for them. The whole dire advantage Roshan here.
Yeah, Tongfu doesn't seem to know what's going on yet. It's gonna be too late when they realize that Roshan is being done. Burning is gonna pick up the Aegis once more. That's gonna give them the advantage over the next fight, having that 2 lives on Burning. You know what? Like the Rubik, as long as the Rubik steals the boat again, man, Burning is gonna have a hard time
boy,
killing
they're
heroes.
gonna go straight
So
on
solo RP into the
Ice
lift. Oh no, he's actually going to survive. They don't have enough damage. Where was the last rock?
The Joe was also last hitting from downhill, so they were not able to get all the hits that they wanted in.
They
And
were
he's
lucky.
just gonna escape.
They were lucky that
They-
DK couldn't try to turn the fight around, and they actually see the position of Tongfu right now. They're gonna try and run in here, maybe try and land an arrow. Nope, they're just gonna push the wave in. So no RP. Tongfu cannot contest this fight at all. There's no way they can contest this fight, and Ice is gonna build into a BKB after picking up the cloak, the plate mail, all the small little items on Timbersaw. Oh, they are actually not going to TP in Ice yet. Probably gonna continue bringing the bottom lane nearer towards Tongfu's base before trying to engage here in the middle lane. Since there's no RP for another 45 seconds, and there's still a lot of time for DK to pressure this tower.
You know, this Mirana, man, Burning is really, really farmed in this game, and he's going like absolute. Oh, whoa,
Skewer.
whoa, whoa.
Mushi's gonna get
Nice
lifted back.
skewer.
Oh, Disruption gonna protect Mushi that the boat is gonna
He's
get
gonna be able to get
casted.
the boat off. He's not gonna get the boat off.
Mushi's gonna go down there, but that's split off.
They're gonna keep chasing on with this, and
Yeah.
they still have it clipped, so they can if they want to. And RP 20-second cooldown, and DK split up, Burning on the left-hand side, and looks like they're just gonna stick together and back off.
They were just
Hey.
caught up by surprise. They know that there's no RP. They were just playing a little bit to relax,
Yeah,
and one
Mushi,
skewer,
man.
the skewer wasn't even completed before Rubik got the lift off.
The lift, exactly. But it didn't matter. They just wanted to get that kill off right off the bat before Kuka was able to cast Bolt, and
Yeah.
that's really big because the longer you delay DK's push, the faster the Joe will get his gear.
He's already getting into the gear. The net worth tells us that Luna is actually only 400 gold behind of the Mirana at the moment.
But Mirana's gonna have MKB. He's gonna get ahead of Joe's item build. So that butterfly won't be doing too much against Burning, but still. Here it is, the MKB. Look how squishy. Like, this is the most glass cannon Mirana you can go here. Yasha, Deso, MKB. Like, this is
All
just
damage.
banking. Yeah, this is but he has to do this, because if he doesn't, then they're gonna lose. the fights. I mean, they're not gonna have enough damage to kill off Tongfu.
Yeah, they really have to rely on only the Mirana. He's the sole right-click damage. Like Timbersaw has to get in, and without the BKB, it's difficult for Timbersaw to get in the fights and do a lot of damage. Zoe gonna get arrowed up by burning here. Leap in.
Oh my goodness!
The damage. That is just the
So?
damage. The sheer
Where?
damage.
Where did he use Manta? Or what?
I do not think it would have saved him regardless, but
Well, he could obviously just Manta one of the hits and one, but okay, never mind. Huh. That was quite interesting.
yeah, having that pick off, this is a really huge advantage for DK right now. Getting a pick off on the Luna. And it was also a solo kill. Burning is gonna have even a bigger lead compared to the Luna after getting that kill, so
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I crashed, but I didn't.
they're just still not going to push it now. Like DK is still taking things really slow after picking up the Luna there. Item progression wise, nothing big apart from Burning's items, Shadowblade, Mushi, nothing too much. Isis is going to complete his backing bar soon. Mu is going to come in here, try and get an RP. Is he going to get an RP? He's going to get an RP on Isis Skewer. Boat going to come out by Mushi here. Did the Rubik manage to steal the boat? No, ZSMG didn't manage to steal the boat. Isis still hasn't gone down from that RP. He is still up and living. Full hit points. BKB gonna be popped up by Kabu as well. He's gonna be chased. Disruption. Where is the torrent? Where is the arrow? Where is the fallout? The torrent's gonna come out as well. So Timbersaw's gonna be able to finish the job there. 3 heroes down on Tongfu.
Really big fight coming up from DK. And you know what? This is all on the back of Burning solo kill on Joe over there. Like they lost so much map control and they couldn't group up fast enough, and it's gonna be costing them. Buyback on Bristleback so far.
Yeah, they need the Bristleback here to try and defend the tower.
Oh,
Skewer. Ice. Where is the trees for him to latch on?
No Eclipse. No Eclipse. He should have. Joe definitely should have used Eclipse there, I believe. On.
No. Kabu dies again. He bought out and died again.
Oh man, that really sucks. And CSMJ also buying out now. I think Joe definitely should have used Eclipse on the Timbersaw over there. Like they should have.
At least gotten a kill on the Timbersaw.
Yeah. If they do that, then maybe DK will think twice, going on the Bristleback even, and instead they do save the base, but Bristleback died twice, losing a lot of gold.
Wow.
He wants to try and steal the bolt.
Yeah, he wants to try and steal the
Double
boat.
force staff.
He could have potentially died if he tried to run up the ramp there, so it was just basically unfortunate that he didn't manage to steal the boat. Has to try harder the next time round. Like once Tongfu manages to steal the boat, I feel they have a chance to come back into the fights. The boat is going to negate a lot of damage done by Burning. And Burning is still going for more damage. Crystal is now, after his A-Gaze is over, doesn't have a BKB. One stun, one lift even from the Rubik on Burning. Burning is going to go down if there's no disruption to save him. He's so squishy.
Really is. This is like the most absolute, oh man, glass cannon build you will ever see, I think.
Didn't even complete the Manta style that gives him a little bit of HP.
He doesn't even have magic wand anymore either, so he has no way of gaining back health in a fight.
Only from the earn charge of the Shadow Demon. That's the only way he will gain back
I think
health.
if at any point the Shadow Demon and Mirana ever stay together, they might be toasted. If those two guys get RP together.
Oh no, Burning's gonna get lifted! One lift into the split up. He's
so
gonna go
much
down. Man, that's what I said. One lift and he's dead.
Exactly. Wow, what was Birdie doing there anyways?
Farming the ancients.
Like, I mean, I get it, but like, without his team, like, that's really cocky by Burning. What if they had a ward, you know, from Tongfu's side? And that's gonna be big because Burning has no buyback. 70 seconds down. They're gonna be going in for this tower, maybe even high ground. Because they can. The moment they see DK try to defend the tower, Magnus can easily use a RP. Obviously, they don't know if Mirana have a buyback or not, but if they get an RP score here, this could be big.
They're just gonna look to force the buyback if Burning has buyback. of the familiar stuns. Gonna drop on two heroes there, the Luna and the
next
Lashrock.
creep wave is already here though.
They're gonna try to down the tier 3 tower here.
The torrent hitting 3 heroes.
Oh no, perch up. Kabu is gonna get perched up. X mark as well. Is the boat gonna come out for Mushi? Nope. Just an X mark. No initiation.
Yeah. That's good enough damage. They dealt like 1,000 damage to this tower, 1,200 damage to this tower, and they're just gonna back off and keep farming up that Luna, man. And you know what? Winter, the Luna has surpassed the Mirana at this point, and he does have defensive items, and he is not as squishy.
Wow, actually Ice is the number one on
Yeah,
the
he
network.
is. He's been gearing up all game. But you know what? BKB Bloodstone, I don't think that's very that's a problem for Tongfu at all.
You think so? I feel like without the BKB, he's just gonna die so quick in the fights. He needs that BKB.
Yeah, but I think like I don't think I mean like when I say he's not big of a problem, I think the Mirana is a bigger problem.
Shivas? He has Shivas.
Oh wait, never mind. Yep, he has Shivas. That's a problem. I was wondering like that doesn't count up to 17k gold, but Shivas too. That Shivas is one of those items where as soon as you get it, Tongfu's damage decreased tremendously on the Luna and the Bristleback. So really powerful item.
Would you have rather seen a Hex on Ice instead of the Shivas? The Hex could be really useful to deal with the Luna.
You know what it is with the Shivas? It's like it's easier to actually kill someone with the Timber Saw when you have the Shivas, right?
Yeah, of
compared
course.
to like a Hex. So
the Hex is mainly for heroes that are very slippery. You can't just and Timber Saw is a hero that doesn't have a disable.
I think the Timber Saw is gonna look to go on the Rubik or the Leshrac from the start of the fight and just try to take out the supports and let the other heroes handle the Luna. But I still think this Magnus man, he's
Lamb.
He's a key player. Oh, is he ISS as well? This up over here. They see him, so this could be a problem. They don't want to give another Aegis.
Oh, it's gonna Timber chain in with the BKB.
It's already BKB.
Arrow, is the arrow gonna land? Nope, arrow not gonna land. Disruption gonna be casted on Zhou. Zhou is hammered by his own illusions. Look at the damage he's taking from the illusions. Oh boy, that was so much damage. Illusion rune.
They're forced to BKB and just back off, and that means
Roshan,
man. Yep.
Wow, he took so much damage. Like the Shadow Demon is gonna be the biggest enemy of Luna right now.
Yeah, exactly. If he's capable of getting in there, and with this item build, he is. Blink Dagger, Force Staff. Like this Shadow Demon is actually quite fun. So
he just needs to get the disruption on Luna and start the fight. After that, Tongfu cannot be anywhere near the Luna. Otherwise, the Glaze would destroy their team.
Burning Aegis. Not close to Daedalus, but nonetheless, he's gonna have 2 lives with this glass cannon build.
You think he's gonna complete his Daedalus? Or the Manta? Oh no, Perch! Zhou's gonna get Perch up. Arrow, no BKB for 3 seconds.
Not gonna hit, but
here comes the Timber
Bernie
Saw.
actually left in on this. He could just Eclipse, but nope, ISS is here now and he's gonna be able to tank that up.
They need the backup.
Where's the Magnus? Where's the Magnus? Magnus 1v1ing with Mushi right now.
Oh no, Timber Saw still gonna go in. Arrow's gonna hit on Shang. Nope.
It's not gonna hit, but
he's still gonna go down.
Swipe.
That was like BKB spent on the Timber Saw just for a Leshrac. Might not be worth it, but depends on whether they can push up the high ground here.
He has buyback. He's gonna buy out. They don't want DK to even try. Actually, they could have probably waited with the buyback for the next creep wave for DK to come.
Yeah, they could have waited to bait in DK and buy back the Leshrac as soon as you hit the RP and he TP's in to get a speed up.
I think that's what they were thinking. Like they need the Leshrac alive for the combo right after the RP, maybe. Because still, I don't think the Luna is... Actually, the Luna's farmed enough at the moment to be able to clean up heroes under the RP.
Yeah, Timber Saw is still the most farmed hero on the map, sitting at almost 20k net worth.
Ice, the one player.
Oh,
trying to get a score out. Not gonna make
might need to pop his BKB here. Needs to pop his BKB to get out of that sticky situation, for sure. Moonlight Shadow gonna be used as well. Tower's
Mushi,
gonna go down.
Mushi even casted X on Burning to bring him back if that was the case. So
You mean before he leapt in?
yeah, Mushi casted X on Burning.
Oh, that was really interesting. So basically, you X mark the Mirana, he leaps in and tries to get a kill, and
Not for the leap, for the Magnus in power, for the skewer.
oh, okay.
Like in case he was skewered back into the opponent. So.
That was such a quick reflexes, and the familiars here looks to go.
Yeah.
All of them are gonna go down.
Look at this sneaky words coming from DK. Like knowing that Tongfu have a gem, where they place these words. Finally, Muo spot that one, but the other one, it has lived for 7 minutes, and they walked past that word so many times.
The ward fulfilled his purpose there, and Ice
It really did.
Ice has 4,000 gold. Heart maybe? Yeah, he's going to go for a heart right now. Builds into the Reaper.
God. Timbersaw, this is one farm Timbersaw.
It's gonna take a while before they can kill him. Like he still has cheese. He basically has like 3 lives, I would say, with the cheese. You take him low, he gets his cheese up, and if he dies, Bloodstone is gonna make him respawn so fast, and he can boost our travel back. Arrow.
Oh yeah, he does a shit ton of damage.
Oh, Luna's
no.
gonna get disrupted.
Nice RP coming out from
on
Wu
2
here.
heroes. The boat is gonna come out here. Kabu's gonna BKB come in as well. What did ZSMJ stole? He didn't stole the boat. Kabu's gonna run back. Not gonna be able to help Joe. Joe's gonna go down. Boat actually got stolen by ZSMJ, but Luna is already dead and he bought out. Damage was already done.
Wow, the boat just tanking up so much for DK. They're not letting the Luna be able to
Refresher.
kill them.
Oh, Blink disruption again. Oh, Blink RP on 3 heroes there behind for Mu. Is he gonna be able to get a lot of kills here?
Oh man, the Luna though, she is taking a lot of damage here, and
Look at burning.
that's
Look at burning. He's gonna take out the Rubik there. The boat is gonna be casted before Conquer dies. Kabu is still chasing Ice. I don't think that's a fight he can win.
oh, Burning is coming back for Kabu here as well, and Kabu's gonna need to buy a lot of time here.
He's
He
gonna go
needs
down.
to juke. But yeah, Shadow Demon is also coming in soon, and he's gonna be able to catch him off. And what a big victory coming out for DK.
You know, they didn't know that Magnus have like a refresher, so they weren't expecting the second RP there. They thought he would have they thought he didn't have RP because he used it before. So the 3-man RP, but no follow up. The Lashrock wasn't able to get the split off, and nothing was able to follow up after the RP. So they didn't. It looked like a really good fight for Tongfu, but all in all, DK was still able to come on top after that. They just burned the Aegis, and Shadow Demon died and Research died. The 2 supports.
Like all these team fights, I think DK have been absolutely outplaying Tongfu. Like Wu has been playing splendid, but the Aegis and the boats, they've been doing a lot of work, and obviously Lanham as well. I think he's been playing really good in this game. And
Yeah.
the glass cannon build paying off right now, big time. And he's got the cheese. Oh,
He has so much damage there from that Mirana. This is gonna be all the Raxus of Tongfu being taken down.
and ISS, he can just sit right up there, and there is nothing Tongfu can do about this.
No, they can skewer him back to the fountain. That's what they can do.
Huh. Not even sure if that will kill him.
Well, disruption on the Luna there. That's gonna be huge. The illusions. Look at the illusions. They deal so much damage with the glaze. Oh boy, the illusions are actually killing them.
Oh, dude. GG.
That is game. Such a back and forth game. Like DK looked to be in control only after the mid game. Like during the start, they were really shaky. Tongfu had a very good start, and we were both talking about the potential of the mid and late game lineup of Tongfu, where they have an RP and power on Luna, and the Bristleback tanking up. And we both thought it would be a lot stronger later on. The Tongfu lineup in the mid and late game.
Yeah, but DK outplaying, I think that was the biggest key part in this game.
The two main things. Actually, there's 3 main things. Like the disruption onto the Luna was really effective. The second one was Timbersaw was able to. He purchased the Boots of Travel really early, and that made him a very mobile hero, so he could farm everywhere on the map, and he was indeed very farm in the end. And towards the
And
third
obviously
towards
the
the third
pickoff as
point.
well.
Towards the third point was the item selection of burning, not going for any defensive item builds and all out on damage. I think that was also another very pivotal part of the lineup.
Yeah, the dire advantage really paying off for DK as well. Netting all three Aegises without losing anything. And I should also mention the solo kill that Bernie got on Joe on top lane really turned the tides for DK.
Yeah, that's it, guys. So DK is gonna take the series 2-0, and big thanks to 1437 for being here today. And where can everyone find you on your social media websites before we call it a day?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at 1437x and on Twitch, twitch.tv/1437. I stream quite often. And you know what, Winter? I'm a little upset that this did not go to Game 3. And I think that's the end of G League, right? And the finals will be played on another day.
January. It's gonna be played on January, so it's the end of all the group stages and the playoffs. So they'll be taking a short break before playing the finals in January.
But DK versus IG grand finals.
What do you think about that?
So, I know IG won last year, and they're gonna look to do that again. And DK burning, trying to end the drought of his championships.
He hasn't actually won a big event in Dota 2, right? Not
No,
even one.
He has not won any big events in Dota 2. So he's gonna look to win his first one. And how about Mushi actually?
Mushi, okay, if my memory serves me right, third place at TI3 was the biggest he had.
So, well, gonna look forward to that, Winter. And you know what? I've had a lot of fun, man, casting G League so
Yeah.
far with you.
I casted G League
And,
last year as well, so it was a really memorable event to be casting it again this year. So before we close out, you guys can follow me if you want on my Twitter as well. My Twitter is twitter.com/winterdota. My Facebook page is facebook.com/winterdota. So thank you everyone for being patient with us for over the whole week, the course of the whole week, and sorry about the lags on Perfect World servers, and I can't really do too much about it. My VPN isn't working too well for me, so I'm glad everyone has been patient, but I'm gonna turn the stream off really soon. I think there's some Star Ladder games that's gonna be starting really soon, and they need to use the stream. So thank you, T-Ben, and good night.